Hello, everybody. This is John Johnston with Coronation for your 2021 Nebraska versus Northwestern prediction, the battle for NU. Did you listen to our podcast where Patrick Gerhardt interviewed Stuart Mandel? You should have, because he points out in that podcast that the Northwestern fans hated when Nebraska is referred to as NU and they're referred to as NW. So every chance you get, if you're a Nebraska guy, you should walk around saying NU in front of Northwestern fans, all six of them. Probably they sitting there going, "What's going on, Barty? Why are they saying we're NW? What sports ball is this?" That's about six of their fans. What a terrible joke. Okay, let's get started. Pat Fitzgerald is Northwestern football. Took over in 2006 at the age of 31 after the death of Randy Walker. He's only 46 years old. He's the best coach in the nation. I know you could say that about Nick Saban. Nick Saban is not a human being and therefore is disqualified. Pat Fitzgerald, best coach in the nation. Why does he stay at Northwestern? Because he can do stuff there. I mean, look at the facilities they've built recently. Northwestern, I kind of had the idea that Northwestern could be a massive powerhouse if, I don't know, a couple things happened. If they just got more consistent, if they let their academic standards down a level on all the Northwestern fans, all six of them just died. Okay, compare him to Scott Frost. Scott Frost is at his sixth year as a head coach at 46 years old. Where's Scott Frost? He's still learning. So, if you want to look at him, and maybe that's the dangerous part of this game, is that Pat Fitzgerald is a damn good coach. But Northwestern has this problem, which they kind of go like this. They go up and down, and they go up and down, and then here's an example. 2018, they were 9-5, but 8-1 in the West. Okay, 2019, they were 3-9 and 1-8, last in the West. In other words, 2020, 7-2, they won the West last year, and they have this habit of starting slow. I mean, when you go back and look at, I think it was the 2018 season, they were 1-3 with losses to Duke, powerhouse Akron, and Michigan. And then they started kicking ass because they figured things out. That's where Pat Fitzgerald probably doesn't have the best athletes in the nation, but he makes the most of what he's got. And I think everybody knows that. I don't think I'm saying anything that's revolutionary or anything like that. 2021, they're missing a lot of guys from last year. You remember last year, Northwestern's defense was uncanny. Some might say it was sorcery. But they gave up yards, but they also took the ball away a lot, and they kept people out of the end zone. They have 8 returning starters in 2021, which is pretty damn low. So they have lost a lot. They don't have much of an offense, although they're figuring it out. And their defense is trying to put itself back together after losing tons of experience. The other problem with their defense is Mike Hankwitz is gone, and he was their defensive coordinator guru guy, really excellent coach. He's been replaced by Jim O'Neill, whose resume is not really that flattering, and you kind of go, why did they do this? Jim O'Neill hasn't, I think he hadn't coached in college since 2008. And he's probably trying to figure out what he's doing still. Because in college, let's look at the NFL. Pretty much everybody plays just about the same offense. And it's the matchups you're always looking for. You don't have to face option. You don't have to face a lot of spread. I mean, there's more spread elements and RPO stuff now than there was. But for a lot of those years, Jim O'Neill probably did. He had to worry about matchups, individual matchups, and who was going to scheme to match up their best receiver against the shittiest cornerback and stay away from that. So Northwestern, what is this game about? All I can think of is danger, danger, Will Robinson. Nebraska should win this game. Nebraska needs to win this game. If Nebraska loses this game, God help us all. There will be a massive pandemic of dysentery through the Nebraska fan base as everyone shits themselves to death. Northwestern has a history of playing us close. I don't know if that's some kind of curse, if it's some kind of, why this happens. But this year we should beat the living crap out of Northwestern. I don't really think that their offense poses much of a threat against our defense, given that we shut Michigan State down almost entirely in the second half. If Nebraska loses this game, it will be solely on turnovers. Well, I guess special teams, which I forgot about, just like Scott Frost. I wish I could stop weeping. Okay. If we lose, I mean, it'll be a sign that we're not improving and we've gotten nowhere. And I don't see that happen. I think the spread is 12. I don't know about covering that stuff because I don't bet. And I don't recommend anybody does. I don't know why. Just money laying around, you're throwing it away. And that's not about Nebraska. What I say about this game, I think I said on the podcast something like 31-10. I think I'll stick with that. That's I think a fair score. You'd really like to see Adrian Martinez just destroy this team. What Nebraska needs to do in this game is run the ball successfully. We didn't see that against Michigan State because our offensive line was poopy. And it'd be nice after Scott Frost's emphasis this week on the offensive line that we see an offensive line that comes out and doesn't false start. Holding calls are okay if they're not abundant. Run the ball well. I think Ramir Johnson looks like he could be a really good explosive back if we can only provide him a crease. Just a crease, not even a hole, a crease. God, I'm not hoping for much here. But just a crease to get through in the middle and he can go because he's fast. And if you were wondering last week why we continually ran up the middle, those are constraint plays. They are to keep the defense honest. We didn't do a lot of constraint plays against Illinois, and I bitched about that. But I would like to see us run the ball, establish the run, have a good running game, get over 200 yards running. Yeah, shit, get over 400 yards running, just like a good old Nebraska team. I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll go 200 and 200 and win 31-10. And there's your prediction for the 2021 Nebraska versus Northwestern game. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Go Big Red.